Shit, how y'all doing for real? Why don't you come have a seat with old Simulacrumus Bosch and we have a little talkie-walkie, huh? Oh, I hope everyone's doing well. There's fucking hair in my coffee, so I'm not gonna drink that yet until I get the hair out, and I'm not gonna mess with that right now. So, I have some thoughts. Obviously, don't we all? So like, as far as the way a lot of people, especially in America, frame work, frame their life, it's really just how we frame things in general in this modern age, how absurd it truly is and how nonsensical it is when you know how to think about it, when you know how to critically think and use logic and reason. I sound so cringe right now, but just follow me, please. I ask this of you. So, like, think about the current day, okay? Think about the Epstein files. Think about inflation. Think about these wars that are going on. Think about, I'm just making people go. Think about gas prices. Think about the job markets. Think about your own mental health. Think about the ingredients in your food. Think about the chemtrails in the fucking air. A lot of stuff to think about. And when you think about those things and you frame them as, well, I'm just trying to get by. I'm just trying to raise my family. I'm just trying to afford a house. There's a goddamn hair in my mouth. Good. That's a good thing. I'm not knocking that. I'm not saying, maybe I am knocking it a little bit. You'll see. But I'm not saying working hard is bad. I am not saying providing for your family is bad. Obviously, that is the most important thing one can do in their life, is provide for their family. And that is a beautiful thing. And that is why it is so disgusting the way it is framed in the modern age and the way that we talk about the future and getting by and surviving. We talk about it as surviving. We're not living a life. We're not planning futures for children that we won't even get to see. We live in a constant state of panic, basically. And it's designed that way. That's the way society is ran, is clearly to have you fucking running around like a chicken with your head cut off until you get home after a full day of bullshit, and then you're exhausted. And they want you exhausted, because when you're exhausted, you eat crap. You don't want to cook. You watch garbage on the television. You don't want to read. You don't want to think. You don't want to work out. You don't want to take care of yourself. You don't want to take the kids out to go do something. You don't want to get some sunshine. You just want to stay inside and fucking rot. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you for wanting that. It's hell out there. But back to the framing of it. We frame it as that. We frame it as, oh, I'm just putting bread on the table. Oh, I'm just getting through the day, you know. Another day in paradise. And that is what allows the system to exist, is us getting by. This is really hard to explain, really, because it's not... I feel like I think about it, and even I feel like half retarded sometimes when I'm trying to reason it out in my mind, but... So, here. Say I have a daughter, and I, with the knowledge I have, know things aren't going to get better. Things are working how they want them to. They're not going to get better. Society isn't designed to get better for the citizens. And if you still think that, God bless your sweet innocent little summer child soul, because I don't know. I don't know how anyone would believe that at this point. But yeah, if you think, okay, sorry, let me not get sidetracked. I have a daughter. I work full time. I send my daughter to garbage public school because I'm a single parent. This is a oh my God, my mind's blanking. I've been going through it, so my brain is probably not in the best state right now. I also just farted. Hypothetical. Dude, no one's gonna believe me what I'm saying now. This is a hypothetical. So, I have a daughter. I'm a single father. I work my ass off. It's gone. My butt is gone. Completely gone. I can't poop anymore. Let's not get into that. So, yeah, full-time job. Send the kid to garbage public school. Send the kid to garbage babysitter who God knows what they're doing with the children. And then I pick up my kid after my long day of work. I'm exhausted. My kid wants to hang out with their father naturally. And I'm like, oh, sorry, honey. I'm so tired. I just worked all day to provide for you. I'm providing for you. Are we? What are we providing for them? Survival, I guess? Which, yeah, you want your kid to survive. No shit. But dude, we are perpetuating all of this shit. The more we focus on getting by, the more terrible things are going to get for future generations and for us in our lives. And the future generations are going to hate us just like we hate the boomers. Do you want that? Most people probably don't even fucking think about it. Most people are probably just like, I don't know, doing what I'm talking about, surviving and then saving money to go blow on some retarded bullshit, and then your money's gone, and then you come back depressed, and you just do it all over again because you're stuck in a fucking feedback loop of grind, Coachella! Grind, Coachella! It's literally all people do. And no wonder we're all fucking insane. And no wonder people are all mentally unwell. Because that is not how the human existence is supposed to go. You're not supposed to work your ass off 75% of the day and then be so mentally and or physically exhausted that you just repeat until you go on vacation for 2 weeks. That is not the structure a human being is supposed to exist in. The structure a human being is supposed to exist in is a lot of working, physical light labor throughout the day, all day, a lot of breaks in between, eating meals as a community, collectively doing things, and then you retire for the night. And nothing was so high stress that it felt like your fucking brain was about to pop out of your head. Nothing was so exciting that it was piquing your dopamine and serotonin and you were just so happy. That's not good either. That is just as bad a lot of the times as horrible depression. Like Saint Seraphim Rose talks about this. Fun is a concept that modern people are the only ones who would understand it. If you took someone from 18th century Russia and brought them here to the modern day and showed them what people did in a day and like how focused it was on fun and yummy little treats and little dopamine hits, they would think we were all fucking retarded. And we are. We are all very fucking stupid now. Like an amusement park? Amusement park? Are you a fucking toddler? I haven't been amused in years. Anyway. So like, I got off track. Is anyone surprised? This is what I do. I ramble and rant and rave and then I don't know. I get histrionic or something, but not really. I don't think it's that histrionic. These things all matter, and at least I'm not just fully repeating myself. Whatever. Let's not talk about me now. Let me talk about shit. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, the framing of the modern day as, oh, I'm just providing for my family, and oh, I'm gonna try to give them a better future. That's not gonna happen, guys. That ain't gonna happen, because the future your grandparents raised your parents to live in was not the future. Your grandparents raised your parents to live as they did growing up. So they prepared your parents for a world that isn't going to exist when your parents become adults. And just like our parents, I'm 26 years old. I look 35 to 40. I don't care. I'm 20. Did I say 25? I don't even know. I'm not. It's fine. I'm 26. I think I said 26. I'm having a fucking mental breakdown, I guess. So, our parents, Generation X, potentially baby boomer if you have an older parent, they raised us to grow up and to go to college and to do good in school, and then we will be safe and have a good job and live a happy little life. Does that world exist anymore? No. No. For some people, maybe. Some people get lucky. And that's what we call the American dream nowadays, is getting fucking lucky. So, when your grandparents raised your parents to grow up in a world that died before they became adults, and our parents raise us to grow up in a world that is dead, gone, bye-bye, why are you raising your children to grow up in a world that existed when we were little tiny kids, and maybe didn't even exist then, existed when our parents were kids? Why are you and I raising our children to grow up in that world that will not exist? Can anyone make that make any fucking sense? And then I always get the responses like, what do you want us to do? Just run off into nature and build a farm? Yeah. Yeah. Why not? What the fuck is all this doing? What are we progressing towards? Can anyone tell me that? When you imagine the future, if you imagine something good, you're delusional. If you think things are just going to flip and there's going to be sunny and bright days ahead, you're delusional. If you think everything's just on a whim and the world is just in a rough spot right now and it'll sort itself out, the leaders in charge wouldn't be in charge if they weren't good at being in charge, you're stupid as fuck. You are fucking stupid. Sorry, I don't mean to get so mad. I shouldn't get so mad. Because it's not your fault for being so fucking stupid, because the people in charge raised you to be this fucking stupid. I'm fucking stupid too. I'm over here on my high horse, fucking drinking piss and falling off, and I don't know, dude. Whatever. I'm not that much smarter. That sounds so conceited. I'm not smarter than people. I just recognize patterns. I pay attention to history. I know a bit about history. I know how to use some critical thinking skills. I know logic and reason a little bit. Epistemology. Dude. The world is ran the way it's meant to right now. And it's only going to get poopier and poopier for us. For us little plebeian little goyams. Things are not going to start looking up. This isn't a fucking rom-com. Your life isn't a movie. You're not in your fucking development arc in your anime. That's not how life works. Don't let fiction run your fucking life. We are in the place we are in right now because we are being led somewhere by very evil people with very evil intentions who do very evil things and worship evil demon gods. So, let's just not frame things like, oh, we're just getting by, let us do our thing, and then we're going to keep getting by till the end of time. No, you're not. We're being led into a fucking cage. And if you can't see that, start noticing, please. It'll help you. It'll help the people you love. It'll help everything. If we all start noticing more, stop complying so much, don't give the people in charge credit. I don't know. I want to end on some resolution, but truly, I don't know. They've got us, bro. They've got us tracked. They've got us with vaccines. They've got us eating poison. They've got us believing these retarded narratives they're spouting, and people follow along. You know that these people hid the Epstein files, and people trust them. People listen to them still. I can't wrap my fucking head around it. If you identify as a Republican or a Democrat or anything like that, if you identify in this system, you're useless. If anything, you might be worse than useless because you're dangerous if you believe in this system that is ran by child eating, child sacrificing, raping, monstrous people. I don't know. You're lost. But yeah, a positive note, I guess. Learn how to grow your own food. Find someone who thinks like you do and believes what you believe, unless they're a retard. Don't go out with a retard. Learn how to survive on your own. Grow your own food. I don't know, dude. We need to do something, because going along with the system will just make things a lot worse. Your children, our children, are going to grow up with worse living conditions, worse food. That's part of living conditions, I guess, but worse education, worse. Everything's getting worse, and it has been for generations, and we just keep going for some reason. I don't know why we're doing that. I don't know. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. Narrow is the path. Wide is the path that leads to destruction. God bless you. Use your brain. Learn how to use your brain, man. And I truly am praying for us all. And yeah, I don't know. Thanks for listening. If you listen this far, subscribe, because that would be really cool if I could get better at YouTube, get more researched, learn more, and just do this, because it's hard out there. It's really fucking hard, and I don't want to sound like a selfish little not jealous, I guess, but I don't know. I don't want to sound like a bitch, but it's hard. Things are really, really, really hard, and I know it's like that for everyone, so God be with you. I hope you all can keep pushing and frame things differently. Frame things a little bit differently, and it'll change your outlook, obviously, but the way you think and the way you act and the way you prepare for things. And yeah, I don't know. Be safe, everybody. Watch out for a sneaky little Jew around the corner or something. I don't know. See you later.